With so much football happening around the world, I understand if it can be overwhelming to keep up with, and that's why we, the Give and Go, recommend the OneFootball app.
Download the app because it's actually a really great app, man. They'll give you a lot of notifications, but what I really like about OneFootball is that the notifications are just quick facts.
Yeah.
They're very, very quick articles, so you just get a lot of information without having to read these really dense articles.
Yeah. Go ahead and download it, man. There's so much happening right now with friendlies, Nations League, little tournaments like the Finalissima.
Yeah.
There's just so much happening that I use that app to keep up with everything I do and to just keep me up to date with transfers, news, players getting injured. Hey, for the Give and Go to function, we need a utility like that. We need a tool like that. And OneFootball is that app for us. Is it time for Diego Simeone to leave Atleti?
That's actually a question that a lot of, I think, Atleti fans have been probably asking themselves for, let's say, 2 years now. And I
Sorry?
You asked me that same question 3 years ago. I would have said
you stabbed me.
I would have attacked you. I would have attacked you. I would have been like, what did you just say to me?
Yeah.
The thought of that just wasn't even in my mind 3 years ago. But I will say, this last year specifically, just throughout the course of the season, started to ask myself, I said, is it time for Simeone to go? I'm not saying, I didn't say he should leave, but I did ask myself, I said, is it time for him to go?
Yeah.
All good things must come to an end. That's just how it is. And is now that time? Really thought about it as the season just went on. I was like, okay, I want to make an educated decision before I say something rash, right? I don't want to just be like, get him out of here. I would never do that. But ultimately, come the end of the season, I made my decision. I was like, okay, I know what I want. I know what I want, what is best for this club, what should go on, how we want to plan for the future as an Atleti fan, as a colchonero. And I think ultimately, no, Simeone should stay.
Okay.
He is he is the living blood. He is the breath, the life of this team. And no matter how weird it gets, no matter how bad it may get, as long as we're still qualifying for Champions League, I think that's where we want to be as a club. We're never going to attract the best talent. We're never going to be that team where players want to go, but we're always going to compete.
Yeah.
Because that's what we've done for our entire history of being a club. We fight. You know, we're on the more working class side of Madrid. Yeah. This is what we do. But we do it to the extent of where we don't care who you are, we're going to come at you. Even if you're Madrid, even if you're Barcelona. So to finish third, fourth place, second place, that's doing that.
Absolutely.
That is fulfilling our spirit as a team. And if Simeone does that for me year in, year out, I can't guarantee that another coach will come in and do that.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot guarantee that. But I can guarantee that Simeone will give his life for this club to just qualify the Champions League. And so for that reason, it's a bad idea to even consider firing Simeone. He has to stay, and I am grateful that he is this committed to this club because he is the man that will lead us to glory in these coming 5 years.
I think it's pretty ridiculous to even think anything outside of that, if I'm being honest. Because this past, what was it? It was 2 years ago that they were given, Atletico went through a shift bigger than any year past, where the team was looking young.
Yeah.
The team that was once there was no longer there, and we had a new squad completely, and it was Simeone's biggest test up to that point.
It's a huge challenge, man.
And
half of his squad left over one season.
Yeah.
And he was basically tasked with, look, we're not going to give you much more. We have some players coming in. It's not going to be great, but do the same thing you did last year.
Yeah, and that's a good point that you made about, at the very least, he qualified for Champions League.
Yeah.
Like, even then, he did that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you got other coaches who you could argue were in a better situation that season that didn't. To achieve that has to be noted. And to improve upon that the following season, winning the league like he almost went through nothing the year prior. Yeah. For me, it's just like he's a staple of Atletico Madrid. He is the guardian of that squad, of that franchise.
Yeah.
And I don't see him coaching anywhere else, if I'm being honest. It's either that or nothing for him.
Yeah. Maybe like some weird international team, but he's not going to another club. Not
maybe
like that.
I could see maybe some PSG shit. I don't see him going to Premier League or any other Liga.
High class non-Premier League.
Yeah, like
that or
Bayern or PSG maybe. Like I just don't see anything else. But
but it is crazy, man, because it's crazy how much results can affect your psyche or your mentality, man. Because this was a very, honestly, compared to seasons past, this was a very bad season for Atleti. And again, there's a stretch where I was just like, man, like I'm frustrated, I'm depressed, like what's going on, like what's happening with my club. But then at the end of the day, you just have to take yourself out of that, and you're just like, look, it's not that bad. We're still an incredible team. We have an insane manager leading us. Yeah. Have faith. Have faith. Yeah. I had to like slap myself. I'm like, what? Like, why do I even have these thoughts? You know?
Yeah.
It's just crazy. It's crazy.
That's the life of a football fan.
That's the life of a football fan, man. He's up and down. My goodness.
Roller coaster.